folks have fought with those Scorpions. Just a mechanic, but I'd love to get a look at what they've got under the hood. I owe you.
Whatever are you doing?
I'm musing over the Scorpion.
Come again?
I've come across a wealth of experiences I'd never dreamed of since taking to the stars. There is much I wish to convey to Malthea and Marcus upon our return.
Well, that is wonderful. Dr. Eason and Director Malthea will certainly be pleased.
But my voluminous words will never truly convey to them the smell in the air aboard this vessel, nor the texture and tastes of our journey. I can't explain the sensation of my weight on the surface of humans are social creatures. At our root, we live through and thanks to our connections with others. That set me thinking. The Scorpions seek to guide evolution.
It's Midas.
And they share their society's wisdom with all who join them.
Sure.
Perhaps they forge the path that all humanoids must one day inevitably tread.
Be that as it may, Maester Midas, do we humanoids need not still build for one another the road which one day leads us there?
Oh no.
I needn't be reminded, but the matter itself is now known to me. It has taken root and will occupy my mind for the rest of my days. And what wonderful days they will be.
I find myself picturing Lady Malkia far from amused at how troublesome you might be.
If I wasn't, then I would no longer be me, correct?
Oh, this one?
I am afraid our time here. Looks like I lost it again.
It's so tough,
small and so full.
It's so tough.
Oh, yeah.
I inquired of Raymond to determine if we might sail the Fulga through the Ocean of Stars.
Aboard the Fulga? And what was his response?
Without a moment of contemplation, he told me space held no air, as though it were as obvious as the color of the sky itself. For many years I have studied semiomancy alongside Midas and the other maesters, sharing in all the knowledge of our world. Yet, I now realize we know absolutely nothing of space.
And is there no consolation in knowing now what you have yet to learn?
I find no consolation in self-deceit. We must acknowledge that it shall be no simple feat to ever set course for their worlds ourselves.
Oh.
Might I inquire now what it was that Luca meant earlier?
So, Leticia, you're royalty, right? Which means you're one of the recognized representatives for a major percentage of Astor 4. Such people of your caliber come into contact with Federation technology, their native planet gets registered as a protectorate.
And a protectorate is...
There are ramifications, but there is one in particular that Ray's concerned about.
Oh, nothing.
That's fine.
Okay, registering a planet as a Federation protectorate is almost like a public proclamation. That they are laying future claim to the planet, as a Virgoldian, and also as someone who witnessed all the controversy here. It's hard for him to accept that.
I confess I am also uncertain how to respond.
If we're being frank, I don't think the Federation in its current state is in any position to register Astor 4 as a protectorate. I just have one concern.
Concern?
As long as I remain military personnel,
feel that.
making Astor 4 a protectorate is the only way I'd ever be able to see any of you again.
Oh, that is a
really?
grave concern indeed.
It truly is.
It's been an adventure of a lifetime. But it's almost over now, huh?
Yep.
The journey, yes, but not the lessons
No.
we might glean from it.
Everyone
Some of
turns
it's
40
still
eventually.
pretty
or they
hard
die.
to digest.
I said everyone turns 40 eventually or they die.
And we've definitely had more than our share of trouble and all, but... oh, I don't know.
If we lived on Mercury, it'd be like 280
I really
years
wish
old.
we could have stayed longer and traveled more with them. Don't you think so, Leticia? Leticia?
Yes. Yes. I quite agree. If only ever so slightly longer.
You're so sneaky. Oh, yeah, ridiculous.
Imagine these could very well be the last moments I have together with Ray and his crew. Perhaps I ought to see if anyone is around in the galley. How much longer until our return to Aster?
Just about there now. I'm sorry about the Emperor.
Indeed.
I don't think I could say this in front of Albert or the others, but I feel like he wasn't a bad person.
It's quite all right, Chloe. I am in agreement.
I'm sure Prince Gerard, Emperor Gerard now, I guess. This news will be very difficult for him.
We must accept the Emperor's fate if the Empire and my kingdom are to move toward peace. Chloe,
Yes?
I must confide. I find myself wishing you Osarian like me.
I'm very flattered and honored by your words. But I have a feeling perhaps we wouldn't have wound up as good as friends if that were true.
Right. Well put. seems our time together draws to an end.
All journeys reach an end. Doesn't mean it's the end, though. Right?
Indeed. I can assure you, we don't want to lose contact with any of you after today. Speaking of the future, though, what exactly do you plan to do now, Duma? You were meant to assess the people of Vergold for Scorpium compatibility, yes?
I am contemplating the endeavor to normalize Scorpium integration.
Normalize Scorpium integration? Should I take that to mean moving away from invasive assimilation to focus on what were your prior methods then?
You are correct, though we expect that alone will be insufficient. Contact with the Pan-Galactic Federation served as a catalyst in the Scorpium Schism. However, it is now obviously apparent that Scorpium ideology has always been susceptible to such dangers.
It was always at risk of taking a more aggressive route, then?
Indisputable. Armed with that information, we must learn from our failures and seek out new methods by which to further our evolution. This perspective should be shared with the network.
Sounds a lot better than the Centralists, that's for sure. But how's one little probe supposed to influence the whole network?
Astute observation. I am but an investigative life form, unable to intervene in non-mission critical duties.
Yet, little Duma, you did just that by aiding us on our journey, did you not?
It was your actions that prompted me to do so.
What actions?
Your efforts to rescue the android Elena from the crash site at Galka Shrine triggered my protocols. Had you acted differently, my investigation directive would have persisted. Communication between us would have remained at minimum levels. In past surveys of worlds co-inhabited by organic and non-organic life forms, use of non-organics as tools by organic life forms has been quite typical. However, you treat Elena's life as equal to your own, sparing no thought to her nature. In your interactions, I detected new possibilities for future coexistence.
What are you thinking about?
My aid was offered in an effort to further investigate future options suggested by your actions. Additionally, influenced by the interactions they witnessed between Raymond and Elena, Leticia and the people of Aster 4 naturally accepted the android as an equal being, working alongside Elena as they would any other fellow humanoid. This is an astounding occurrence, and serves as proof that such a symbiotic relationship can spread. My actions may have breached my role as an investigative unit, but I am grateful to all of you.
That's all just common sense for Vergaldians.
Likewise, it seemed only natural for us.
The greatest hope for the future of Scorpium is in finding more who share such a mentality.
And you will strive to foster such thought. Is that right?
Correct.
Perhaps you have already experienced some form of personal evolution yourself, then.
Personal evolution.
Yeah. I don't doubt it, little Duma. You've been through way too much not to be left a little wiser for it. You know, I'd say this whole adventure taught us all a thing or two.
Indeed.
Well, I'm gonna make my way to the bridge then.
I shall see you there. Perhaps I have said all there is left to say. Best...
I don't remember that being there.
Something up?
There are 3 unidentified objects in orbit around Aster 4. They're around 30 meters in diameter. They weren't there before.
What am I doing in this system on a scale like that?
Sure doesn't look like anything good. Doesn't look like they're itching for a fight, but it's probably safer to think they've got eyes on us, too. We got readings on any other Scorpion battleships?
Captain, we've picked up a massive structure on the surface that wasn't there before. Pulling up the feed now.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Don't tell me that thing is...
Scorpium.
The sheer size of it.
Where is this tower, precisely?
This looks like... the ancient coil in Nilbeth?
That cannot be! What of the Trathan settlement there? Can we not see what is underway within?
Sensors are being blocked. Interior scanning of the tower was unsuccessful. This construct... could it be?
I have no idea what's going on. Well, Leticia, looks like it's not time for goodbyes just yet.
It would appear so.
Ray, transmission from the surface.
From that tower?
No, this is... It's from the Royal Capital.
This is Lola paging the Aldous. Do you copy?
Lola!
Welcome home, Princess Leticia. The situation here is critical.
Details now!
Settle down and listen well. We are without many casualties. Osarius, Vale, and Nilbeth are working jointly on this. We're currently assessing the situation. I'd ask that you land at the Osarian Royal Palace. I can brief you on the latest intel once you've arrived.
Very well. We shall be with you shortly. Ray?
Copy. Alright, let's do this. Ant?
Yeah, leave the rest here to me. But haul your ass back this way if things go south.
Let us make for Osarius. My father and everyone are in trouble. We must make for Osarius at once. Lola!
You all appear well.
What of the Emperor, the Colonel, and Gaston? Well...
Yeah, I was gonna say this thing in there and then start it.
I see. Let us go meet with His Royal Majesty. His Majesty awaits with his council just above.
Just what I thought.
Leticia, Raymond, it is good to have you back.
It relieves me to see you well, Father. Whatever has happened here in my absence?
These strange beings simply rained down upon us one day. A whole expanse of the Nilbeth continent fell all but instantly.
And what of the Trathan? Have you heard nothing?
Many of your people have fled their homes to seek refuge in Osarius and Vale. Some fled for the Nilbeth capital instead, but all are safe.
Indeed. Then I am relieved.
The invaders have made no further movements since their capture of Nilbeth. Without the slightest inkling of their plan, the Royal and Imperial navies can do naught but sit in wait off the coast.
These invaders are Scorpium.
That much is obvious.
If I am not mistaken, their foremost aim is most certainly the ancient coil. They have raided similar sites in other worlds beyond our own.
But the Centralist faction, which espoused such ways, has been eliminated.
You say that, but look at what's in front of you. This is exactly the kind of thing those bastards would do.
Ray, transmission from Aster 4 surface. It's being relayed through a satellite, but I think it's from that Scorpium construction. What? There's no way.
Merchant vessel Aldous. Your return has kept us waiting.
That voice.
Voltor! I witnessed you perish!
These two?
He
Or are they?
If only it were surprising.
What are they saying?
His consciousness persists on the network. Are we to understand that the physical form we fought against in Provenien's cavern was merely one of many he had obtained?
It would appear so. In his cybermind integration, he has abandoned his physical form. And his consciousness is now more directly connected to the Scorpium continuum than most of our kind.
Which means what? Are we to suffer him in multifarious forms no matter how oft he is bested?
That is correct.
You jest.
As was the plan, I have taken up the mantle of the Sovereign and will bring the universe together as one new Scorpium.
You've planned this from the start?
What? You manipulated us from the start.
The history, the traditions, all of Nilbeth stands as the perfect first subject for my rebirth Scorpion.
None are yours to take!
Hear me, good people of Aster 4. With me as their sovereign, the rebirth Scorpium are here to see all the universe fused as one. The people of this planet will be but the first to join us. Let go of your troubles and your fears, and accept Scorpium. Hark, we offer you naught but enlightenment. The Scorpium are what our people were always meant to be. Leticia Osarius. I trust you hear me.
Turkey you asked for?
You will continue to resist me. Of that much I am certain. But know that I wish for nothing more than peace and happiness for you all as well.
You lie!
We await you, Princess. Our numbers ever growing.
Ray! I'm detecting lots of Scorpium-looking aircraft taking off from that structure in Nilbeth.
What?
They're spreading out over the entire planet.
This isn't good.
We need to buy more.
If they move on the cities, we will not hold out for long.
This will be a far, far cry from our battle.
I'm planning on leaving around the same time, so I can just
How
stop
are we to
Grocery
wage
Store.
war against an enemy immune to death itself?
Our
Yeah,
only
just
hope
let me know.
is finding a way to curb Boldor's influence.
Elaborate.
The data we require can only be obtained by visiting that tower.
All right then. Nothing ventured, nothing earned, huh? Chloe, what do you think about landing us inside that spire?
The way they're jamming our sensors, a direct landing will be impossible.
Well, get us as close as you can, and we'll hike the rest.
Fret not. I have faith that we will be fine.
Yes, it's as you say.
You got it. I mean, we've been riding our luck this far. All right. We get in close, we bust on in, and figure out the rest as we go.
Where am I going? Oh, I'm just gonna jump there.
Remain ever aware. The Nilbeth we once knew is no more.
I understand. Let us be off.
All right, so we bust in there, and then we figure out some way to stop Boldur, yeah?
Correct. I wish to investigate to confirm my suspicions.
Let us go then. Little Duma has not once led us astray.
There's like a lot of story in this part of the game.
Gaston!
Lady Malkia, Princess Leticia, welcome to our new home.
Why the hell are you here?
By the Emperor's command, I come to inquire whether you are here to offer your surrender to the Scorpium Centralists.
You imagine we might? After you have wrought desecration on holy Trathan grounds not once, but twice now?
Oh, does Lady Malkia speak for all of you, then? Oh, that's too bad. But the Emperor is a benevolent man. Knowing full well you would refuse, he chooses still to offer you a final chance. For his wish is but to stand guardian over all life in our universe, those who would resist him included. Come, and behold what abject misery awaits those who reject the Scorpium Centralists.
You believe revealing yourself to us this way might convince us of anything?
If you yet refuse to reconsider, you merely reveal who you truly are.
What is happening?
It would seem to be a compatibility issue with the fused cybernetics. Likely a result of forced modification of what